In design thinking students in our capstone class, I am going to be thinking about you all this week as I'm in the warm weather, looking at palm trees and perhaps even going to the beach and wearing shorts. Maybe not wearing shorts. That might be an image that you might want to wipe out of your brains. So I am so sorry that I'm not going to be here all week, but that does not excuse you from getting anything done. I expect a lot from you, and I hope to see 8 amazing stories in my inbox by Tuesday as requested. Here is your first assignment. You have seen me throughout the time that you've been in my classes putting teams together quickly and efficiently. Now it's time that you did it. So I'm going to give you the breakdown and help you to understand how it is done. Now, as design thinkers, as creative thinkers, you need to be able to empathize quickly with someone so that you can really understand how they view their world. So, the easiest way that I get the ball rolling is think of keywords. And I look at their facial characteristics and I look at their body language to truly understand how I can empathize with them immediately within the first few moments of meeting with them. So, here's how I do it. There are 4 personality types, 4 main personality types. And so if you need to take notes, please do. Personality type number 1. This is the person that is fun, charismatic. They enjoy the social setting. They like to sometimes be in the center of attention, but their key word is fun. They will often say that word, and that comes out of their mouth a lot. Their eyes light up when they come into the room or when they smile. Some people say that the sun just came up when they entered the room. Just very cheerful and very, very social. Second type of person, very comfortable. They don't go and purchase a pair of shoes because it's nice looking or it's stylish. They purchase the shoes because it is comfortable. Or same with any item of clothing that they purchase. They don't need to be in the center of attention. In fact, most times they're quiet. They're very approachable. They're very sweet and kind and soft and gentle. Many times people will come up to this type of personality and tell them their whole life story without them ever even asking. Third type of personality, very dynamic, goal-driven, competitive, sometimes forceful and maybe a little bit pushy. But their key word is goal-driven. Their item of high priority is to get the job done. It doesn't matter who kind of gets in their way, they just need to get the job done. That is the most important thing to them. These are the leaders in our society. Last personality type, very silent, very still. When you see this personality in sacrament meeting, they're crossing their legs or they're holding their pose, they don't move an inch. They're very, very still. They walk very erect with their shoulders back and their neck extended and their chin up. And so that type of air sometimes makes it difficult for someone to approach them because they view them as intimidating. But they're not. In fact, they're some of the most kind, sincere, and nicest people out there. So this type of person sees everything in black and white, true and false. Now, I've given you a rundown of some keywords of the 4 main personality types. Now it's up to you to formulate your own teams. And this is how I do it. First of all, I have you all stand in groups. The 1s, the 2s, the 3s, and the 4s. Next, I start the teams, and by the way, you guys will be splitting up into 2 teams of 4 people. I first place my number 3 personality types and my number 4 personality types. I place one type 4 person in one group, if there's more than one, and another in the next group. Then I add my 3s to that team. So I add a 3 to one team and a 3 to the other. Many times, these personality types aren't there's not as many of them as there are of the 1s and the 2s. So usually there's only 1 or 2 in each group. Now, you want to make sure that when you're doing this next step of starting to populate your teams, that you don't put heavy-handed 3s with 1 4 or heavy-handed 4s with 1 3. You try to spread the wealth out as much as possible, because those 2 personality types need to be able to work together. And typically speaking, those 2 personalities don't work well together. So here is the 3rd step. When you populate your first member on each team, whether it's a 4 or a 3, it doesn't matter. Now it's time to employ silent empathy. We do this by the person who was just populated becomes the new team leader. They look at each of the personalities that are left, and we're going to fill in with all the ones first and then the twos second. So the person that has already been populated on the team will look at the first person that's standing there in the ones, and they will express silent empathy. They will read and feel the energy that is coming from them. If they feel good, workable energy, creation energy, meaning that they will work well with you, then you say, okay, you're with me. And then the next person, same thing. You will work best with this group. Now, there's not, I choose you and not you. It's all about who needs to be put in what group. Which group will they work the very, very best in? It's not, I like you but not you. So let's get that out of our heads. It's who will work best in which group. So, first, rundown. First, populate with your 4s and 3s. Next, fill in with your 1s. And lastly, fill in with your 2s. 2s are like the glue. It doesn't really matter where they go because they're amazing. They just glue the teams together. Now, that's how you do it. I need you to understand something. You will need to defend to me, when I get back, why you chose the teams you did. I look forward to seeing you soon. We'll see you guys in a little while. Bye.